But freshman year of college, I was like, okay, I've always heard freshman 15, I'm going to gain a bunch of weight. This is going to be great. It was a lot harder than I thought to gain weight. I didn't even gain much weight at all. I was pretty much the same height. I think I've grown a little bit, but I was the same weight. I was about 185 at Big Tens. And during quarantine, I have a place here where I can lift. And since I wasn't able to swim, I think that was a big portion of how I could, a big factor in how I can gain weight. Swimming burns so many calories, I could never just like keep them on me. So being able to just lift every day and not worrying about swimming, taking away that energy and just burning so many calories, I was able to put on like 16 pounds of muscle during this quarantine. So that's been really good for me, I think. But swimming is definitely, I'm swimming a little bit now in the open pool down the road a little bit where I said the country club. But that has made me lose a couple pounds, but good weight, because I definitely should try to swim as much as I can right now.
How much did you take off this past spring and summer?
Of swimming,
Yeah.
I didn't swim for like 4 months. It was like crazy getting back in the pool. I was like, I don't know how to do anything. On my first start, I like almost hit the bottom, hit the wall. It was so bad. But I didn't swim hardly at all. And when I did, it was like in someone's pool, a really small pool.
Yeah.
What about you?
I took 3 months off because yeah, like right after NCAA got canceled, I just went back home. And then I came back at the beginning of May and I've just been swimming since. Or actually the end of May. So basically all June and July I've been swimming.
Gotcha.
Guys, let me throw something out and Cam Peel. I'm going to come back and have a couple more, questions about you here, but I want to ask you guys while we're talking about this. I'm developing a theory that this is going to be a really interesting year to watch psychologically in the sport of swimming. And you guys just touched on why, and I'm going to explain why I think I'm honing in on this even more. I think it would have been really interesting psychologically anyway with the year. But I'm very curious about what the impact of swimming news happening right now is on swimmers. Because I just opened up SwimSwam this morning and I saw stories about swimmers swimming lifetime bests. Clara Curzon swimming like national age group records like this weekend in events, and you have swimmers that have taken 3 months off and are in totally different places. And what I'm curious about in this case is not so much the guys and women that are going national age group records right now, because they're going to be challenged to stay at that level over the next year. They may be peaking when they wanted to peak, and they're going to have to be there a year from now. But I'm also curious about guys and young ladies that are looking and being honest and saying, I might be more out of swimming shape right now than I've been in 6, 8, 10 years. And what the impact of seeing swimmers that are in totally different places is. Now, Cam Peel, you bring up a really interesting point. You haven't just been sitting around during this time. You've put on 15 pounds of muscle. And we might see in a year what you do with that. But guys are going to be challenged to be in the right headspace over the next year to be able to get back to where what their peak is. And frankly, as you described, they may find their peak is higher than it was before because they were able to use this time to change as athletes. But right now, I could imagine it could be a little challenging to open up SwimSwam and see somebody swimming lifetime best right now when you're in a different place. I don't mind if either of you guys pass on any of this or want to both chime in, but I'm curious at what you guys' response would be to what I just talked
I I purposely don't follow any like swim or swimming world because I get stressed out really easily and because I have really bad anxiety and yeah, like if I saw that I definitely would stress myself out more. But I think everybody will definitely be in a different boat coming back. I mean, yeah, like club swimming and especially college swimming, but I feel like everybody's different. Some people can take off a really long time and then go back and be completely fine, but some people have to train like all summer to stay into shape, to stay in shape. I don't really know. I've never taken 3 months off since I was probably like 10 or something. So I honestly have no idea how I'm going to swim. But from the way I've been training, I feel like that taking all this time off has been probably good for me because I don't know if this is a good thing, but I did lose a lot of muscle and fat. And I feel like it's a good thing for me so I can like rebuild it and then get back into shape and just taking a break and like letting my muscles relax because I've been swimming nonstop for just years and training absolutely nonstop. So I feel like for some people like me, it's probably a good thing that I had a, some time off to kind of like think and just to relax. Because I mean, I didn't just relax. I did work out when I was at home. I ran a lot, but I didn't obviously swim because that's not anywhere close to the same thing.
Right. Um, yeah, I definitely think it also could depend on your events. So like sprinters, you could take this as look at it as an advantage where you could work on something you're not very good at. For me, just getting stronger. Distance swimmers, just like not having pool access, could be a lot more detrimental to them. But yeah, I don't know. I think it kind of depends on your perspective, and everyone reacts differently to it.